It is Jacob Warren. It's the Vol Report brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden. Man alive, it's worth the drive. And we're going to talk quitting and not quitting today
Mhm.
on the program. Who are some of the guys that have the most dog in them? Do I sound hip when I say that like that, Jacob?
That's okay. I think that
It's not a yes, dude.
totally, yeah.
Yeah. I'm almost 50. All right, here we go. The Vol Report brought to you by Vassy Lawn and Garden. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because we visit with Jacob weekly. Vassy.com, the buying power that should get you to Cleveland from Nashville, Knoxville, or Chattanooga. Toro, count on it. Jacob, have you ever been faced with a situation in your athletic career that you wondered if it was worth it? Like, I'm not sure that I want to keep doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny. I was literally just talking about this earlier today. I think everybody hits that point, right? At least a lot of people do, and it's normal, right? Because you do something your whole life, right? I've been playing this game since I was 7 years old, right? And so every single year, right? It's there's so much excitement and it's fun and it's cool and for a long time, not really hard, right? High school football was, it was tough, just the challenges of trying to get good and get better and whatever, but was pretty physically just bigger, stronger, faster than a lot of the people I played. So the game came pretty easily. And then you get to college, right? And everyone in college is like me in a high school, right? Like their best player at their high school and highly recruited and all this stuff. And so you kind of, you know, you hit that sticking point where it's either okay, I'm going to take that next step and I'm going to try to get a lot better and try to improve myself, as a person, as a player, physically, mentally, just no understanding the game, all that stuff. Or what I mean, you go the other way and you say, look, this is not what I want. This isn't what I thought it was, and it's a little too much. And there's been a lot of people that step away just because of it's not, you know, it's no longer fun for them. It's no longer makes them happy. And I think making that decision is definitely a hard decision, but I know a lot of people that have made that choice and are better off because of it and truly, enjoy their life away from football. But at the same time, it's for me, someone that loves the game, has a lot invested in the game, and has played a lot of years and really, is pretty good at it, right? All things considered, for me, it was that when I hit that point, right? I had a conversation with my dad. I remember my freshman year, and he was just saying, "Look, man, like everybody goes through this, right? Everybody has these thoughts. Everyone thinks maybe this isn't for me, because those workouts get hard, right? Those 6 a.m. when you're a freshman trying to get there in the morning, like it's tough. It's not easy for anybody." And so, he tried to just encourage me, saying, "Look, man, everybody around the country is going through the same thing. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to handle the adversity and move on and try to get better from it." And I think that's what I did. And so obviously I'm happy that that's the decision I made. But I definitely do think that a lot of people, find themselves in that situation.
Did you ever ask yourself, am I good enough?
Of course, yeah. I think
Did
that
you? Okay.
yeah, I think that a lot of people, at least some people that you meet, have the I will just say confidence for that question to never cross their mind, right? Um, but I think just as a human, right, as just a regular person, you're always gonna have those questioning thoughts of, okay, do I really deserve to be here? You know what I'm saying? There's these guys that run these times or can jump this high or know this about whatever. Um, and yeah, you're always gonna if you're comparing yourself to other people, there's always gonna be someone better. There's people better than me here. There's people better than me around the country. There's people better than me everywhere, right? So um, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter, right? If I'm good enough to be here, I don't know, but I am here, right? So obviously, I got here somehow, right? So just kind of leaning on that and just being, beginning to develop my confidence as I started playing and as I started, becoming more of a a real player, a real contributor for the team. I think that confidence level started to rise, and I started to have the realizations of, okay, yeah, I belong here. Like, there's no reason why I should be having these doubts or these questions about, do I belong or should I be here? So
So it was more of a gradual thing than there was this flash of, oh, I can do this.
yeah, I mean, I think it definitely was gradual. I think that in order to get to the point where I was playing right on the field, actually being able to contribute, you kind of have to have that flash of, what am I thinking? Like, stop thinking that way. You gotta go and it comes at you quick, right? Like 2020 was the first time I really got significant minutes and wasn't really expected, right? We had Austin Pope, who was the starter and had been here for a few years, and Princeton Fant was also ahead of me, and so it just looked like I was going to kind of play a backup role and get my minutes whenever I could. And then obviously, maybe not obviously, but a lot of people probably don't know. Austin Pope ends up getting hurt, ends his career, and now it's like, okay, like got to step up. It's time to go, right? Like this is what I've been waiting for, right? You pray and you work to get the opportunity to get on the field, um, and so obviously your preparation has to meet that. And so I think that's when that switch happened in my head of yeah, okay, I'm really playing significant snaps in SEC play. Like this is who I am. This is what I do now. So just moving on from then is now whenever those gradual increases in confidence, and the ability to catch the ball, ability to, operate on the field and make the plays and do everything I need to do to be successful.
Yeah, poor Austin had so many injuries,
Yeah.
and so when he does call it a career,
Yeah.
and you're healthy, but maybe there's a little bit of a doubt there in yourself, as you just said. How much more grateful are you seeing somebody that his football days are over? There's no going back in football. It's not
Yeah.
like you can go out and in the backyard and start hitting on
Play
people.
some pickup football, right? Yeah, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
So how much more grateful am I because of
Well,
that?
when you saw him, did you kind
Yeah.
of say to yourself, "Man, I need to be grateful here that I'm healthy enough to play this game"?
Right. Yeah. And just seeing the passion that he had, right? Like he loved playing the game and he loved being around the guys. And obviously it's just very upsetting for him to not have that opportunity. And yeah, for sure, me as a younger guy looking up and being like, wow, that very easily could be any of us, right? So I think you kind of have to just go throughout the day, not taking anything for granted, and you know, just playing like you're not going to be able to again because you never really know.
Was talking to Cooper about this too, and there, I mean, you always could have transferred. Now people transfer if
Yeah.
they get a hangnail in practice, but y- you're you're a Tennessee guy
Mhm.
like Cooper. You're from here. Your dad played. Your uncle played. It really wouldn't be that simple if things went south for one of you two guys to up and say, "I'm outie. I'm transferred." It's not that easy.
Yeah. No, it's not. And I think that, again, just the same way that the whole thought of am I good enough to be here? It goes through everybody's mind. The whole thought of should I not stop playing goes through everybody's mind. I think at the same time, like you face some adversity and that transfer portal is really easy, right, to get into. It's just a sign of a paper and you're in there, right? So I think everybody goes to that thing of like, okay, am I in the right place? Am I, is this situation advantageous for me? Am I ever going to be able to play? Am I going to get the minutes I want and the touches I want? Like, there's all these different things, and at the end of the day, man, it's just a matter of where you're happy and like you said, I'm a Tennessee guy. Like I'm from here, and like have so much just history and everything with this program with this school, and the school has given me everything that I want as well. Like I have 2 degrees now that I'll be able to go on and do amazing things with, but at the same time, it's like my identity is almost wrapped up in this place, and I appreciate that, and I really like that. So would definitely would be very hard for me to make that decision to step away from this place.
2 degrees.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
got the bachelor's and then just finished the master's in December.
so Cooper told me his ACT score.
Yeah,
Who you taking, me or Coop?
man. I'll take since I'm sitting here on the phone with you. I'll take you.
Coop got me by a point.
What did he get?
He got a 29. I got a 28.
Well, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole there, I guess.
But he said you were smart enough to continue kinesiology, but
Yeah,
he has decided not to. So
yeah.
he
I don't know. I think I got 27 probably, and that's unfortunate that you got one more than me. But it's whatever. It's high school, totally different, I
you're
guess.
more athletic and better looking. Give me something.
There you go. You can have it. But no, yeah, I think that again, school is something that for sure has been a big part of my life, and obviously something that we value very, very much in my family. And so, yeah, the kinesiology it was tough, right? But at the same time, it's things that if you just study hard enough and you try hard enough and you go to class and you make friends with your professors, you know what I'm saying? Make friends with people in the class, and it isn't really not too bad.
Going to class helps. I learned that my first year when Tennessee asked me to leave for a little while.
If you just show up, man, I promise you can get an A. That's really all you have to do. Just show up, sit in the front, show up, smile at the professor, shake their hand, say hey, and they're good.
Yep. Have you given an apple during your college days? I went so far as to do that actually.
Man, I don't think I've done that much, but
Well, I got a D in Spanish too, D for diploma.
hmm,
The
right.
the ball report brought to you by Bassey Lawn and Garden. He's Jacob Warren. Bassey Lawn and Garden, man alive. It's worth the drive there in Cleveland, Tennessee. They'll save you fantastic dollars because they have fantastic products and fantastic buying power. Toro, count on it. Bassey Lawn and Garden, man alive. It's worth the drive. So we talked about quitting, questioning oneself, which I think everybody does at some point. But
Yeah,
you've got some guys that have fought through a lot of hard times to get to where you got last year and where you can get this year.
yeah,
Who are some of the guys that have they may not be the most talented, but have the most fight in them day in and day out?
yeah. The two guys that come to me, we mentioned Brew earlier. I'm pretty sure Cooper had talked about Brew. Man, Brew's a perfect example just because of, I was unaware whenever Brew first got here of just the journey that he had taken. I thought he was just a USC transfer and, had been there for however long he was there and now he's here, whatever. But just the story that that guy has, and not even just with the football, but just, in his life, right? Just telling me stories about living in Southern California and just, all type of stuff that happens, right? And it's nothing like super crazy out of like, out of pocket, whatever, but just things that I didn't really have to deal with and that I, try to put myself in that same situation. And I'm like, wow, this guy's really tough, right? Mentally, physically, all this. Like to be able to push through all this and still just come to work every single day and truly give it his all is pretty amazing. And then I think of Joe too. I think of Joe Milton. Has had every opportunity to give up on this team and to give up on us and to leave. Like you said, that transfer portal is pretty easy, right? So has every opportunity to get out and has stuck around and has worked his butt off and has put himself in a position to where this guy is one of the most popular quarterbacks in the nation and played in started 2 games last year and got some minutes, right, whatever, but has not been a starting quarterback in this league for more than 4 games. So um, for him to be in that position he is kind of just shows the grit and the determination and it's just all the hard work that he's put in.
He's got to be living on cloud nine. They did I guess it's going to become an annual thing where they go to New York City.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess so. Apparently,
Should, why didn't they take you?
that's not me. I guess I'm not quite. I'm not up there. I'm still just waiting out on that SEC media day.
By the way, okay, I just wanted to extend this offer.
Yeah,
If for some reason the University of Tennessee doesn't take, and we're going to cut this up as a clip and put it on Twitter and attach everybody.
for sure.
So, if for some reason the University of Tennessee doesn't take you, then you're welcome to go with Off the Hook Sports. I'll come pick you up in Knoxville. We'll go to Nashville. We're staying in the fantastic property. All of us, you'll get to meet all the Calebs in person. I have 2 Calebs.
There
It'll
we
be
go.
great.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I'll start interviewing the guys on the stand here. What are your thoughts on the Tennessee offense?
That is beautiful. So, they need to take you. I'm just going to go ahead and say, if they don't, that's crazy because you're a fantastic leader and incredibly well spoken. So
Well,
there we go.
I appreciate it.
Despite that lowly ACT number.
All right, all right.
All right.
Yeah, I should have
Um,
just lied. That's what I should have done. I should have told you I got a 36 on it. You'd be like, oh my god.
yeah, I mean, so I would have been like, okay, I'm just dumb.
Right.
This is the time that you're able to spend some time away from the field
Yeah.
with teammates, whether it's the pool, lake, whatever it is. I've talked to players that talk about how important that bonding time is.
Mhm.
How important is it?
Yeah, that's the number one thing, man. Because there's been times I've been on teams or just been in groups of people that don't enjoy being around each other. Don't enjoy, but wouldn't prioritize it, right? Wouldn't go out of their way to be around me or other people in the group, whatever. And truly, like it's just harder to enjoy your time together whenever you don't have those relationships built, you don't have those bonds built. And so, yeah, man, right now I think this is the best time of year for us to do it. We're out and about, we're getting into pickleball right now. You know what pickleball is, right?
I would destroy you at pickleball.
That's a lie. First of all, I'll cover the whole court just myself. With a teammate, it's over with. But okay, whatever. So we're getting into pickleball right now.
Dink, dink, dink.
Right, stay out of the kitchen. We're at the pool a lot. We go on golfing a lot too. We're really getting into golf, and so that's something we can all do. That's pretty. I mean, low impact, right? It's not super hard on our bodies, and we can go out there and just have fun and be outside and be together and compete a little bit too, right? Like obviously there's competition and all these things, and So it's really been good, man, for us to just get out and just be able to hang out with each other and spend time away from football, right? Because we enjoy seeing each other at football, but we have to see each other at football. These places we don't have to see each other or outside of football, and so we choose to do that, and so that's kind of what makes it fun.
I think everybody wants me to ask more about pickleball, so I'm going to do
Oh,
that.
go ahead.
Who's the best pickleball player on the team?
Okay, so I literally just started playing. The first time I played was probably last Tuesday, so I probably shouldn't be talking so much smack about how good I am.
Yeah, well,
But
I'm old.
we're all pretty athletic, right? We're all pretty good. But so Maddie Solansky's our long snapper. You know who Maddie Solansky is?
Yes.
Yeah. He's our long snapper, and he played tennis all in high school, middle school, like all that. So he grew up playing tennis. Kid's really good at ping pong, and so naturally he's going to be pretty good at pickleball. So, man, I would say right now he's probably the best. I've only played with a couple different groups, and um, he's been pretty much the common denominator in the groups, and he pretty much dominates every time we play. And we're all pretty good. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, so I play with a couple of tight ends with McAllen and with Hunter Salmon.
I mean, you guys are like 6'5" and 6'6". How in the world do you ever get it around you?
So that's what I'm saying. Is like if we're athletic, we're quick, we got good hands, whatever. So it'd probably be pretty hard playing against two big guys, whatever. So, but we have a good time, man. And again, it's something that we can compete in, and it gets pretty heated, obviously. Like I'm sure most of your games probably get, but it gets pretty heated, and at the end of it, we're all just there having fun and just enjoying each other.
Yeah, you mentioned stay out of the kitchen. I got verbally berated by somebody for getting in the kitchen.
Dude, get out of that kitchen, man, unless you let it bounce.
As far as your favorite activities in the off season,
Yeah.
what are those? When do you want other than pickleball?
Yeah, like I said, golf. I love golfing, whether it's by myself or with friends or with whoever. My brother's gotten really into it as well, so that's fun. Something for me and him to go do. Um, I enjoy fishing. Haven't really done it much this season, but definitely probably gonna try to get out there and do some more as the summer rolls along. But yeah, just being outside in a setting that's not forced or that's not me just dreading how hot it is outside. I can enjoy the heat sometimes if I'm out there and doing something that just a leisure activity. But you put those pads and that helmet on, and I don't want to be outside anymore. But
Well, so I got you down for like a 12-year NFL Hall of Fame career.
right,
So that would put me somewhere along the lines of like 60. So if I am still around at that point, I want us to play. But I would be so nervous to play you while your athletic career is going on that something would happen. I wouldn't be able to play. It would make me like physically ill.
playing pickleball or playing golf.
Anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, not golf, but
Well,
pickleball.
listen,
Pickleball for sure. Like
right,
I would, if you hurt yourself, I
right.
wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
I get it. Me too. I would be upset as well. So
Good stuff. Jacob Warren, we love visiting with him. The Vol Report brought to you by Bassey Lawn and Garden. Man alive, it is worth the drive. A presentation of Off the Hook Sports. Don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe.